Hello, everybody, and welcome to KingScoop.com's post-game coverage of the Reno Bighorns. I'm Mike Flanagan. That's Tyron Rogers. We're here at the Reno Events Center where the Bighorns gave it to the Idaho Stampede, 112-86. Tyron, the game was never really close. Reno had a double-digit lead throughout, but the star of the night had to have been Royce White.
Oh, yeah, that's who everyone came to see. The crowd was rocking tonight, and a lot of it had to do with Royce White. There was the GM of the Sacramento Kings was here. There was, a bunch of people here. The Milwaukee Bucks guy was here, the scout. So Royce White was the guy that they really came to see tonight. And I mean, I'm not trying to say he totally disappointed, but he didn't have the performance that I would have liked him to have. But there's still time. 10-day contract. He's a humble guy. He wants to shed that bust label that Daryl Morey gave him a few weeks ago. So. He has potential to be better. And as far as what you said, the early lead, that was the big key of the game, was the early lead. They showed up like gangbusters, and they jumped into an early lead, and that's what you want to see early on in the game. That's the type of momentum.
The Bighorns gave a vintage performance tonight. They were all over the glass. They had a lot of second chance points, a lot of fast break points, and they had 5 guys in double digits. I feel like it's hard for a player like Royce White to fit into such a close-knit group like the Bighorns.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of unfair to ask him to just come in right away and start. Like Mo Charlo came off the bench. Mo Charlo is our only all-star, and he was asked to come in and start for him. There was a lot of pressure on him tonight, and coming into a new situation, a new team, learning new guys, not knowing how you play, how they play. There was a lot of adjustments that needed to be made out there, and toward the end of the game, he was kind of getting a little bit more comfortable, but I mean. It's gonna get a lot better, before it gets worse. I feel like.
As you mentioned, we did get a chance to catch up with Kings general manager Pete D'Alessandro.
I think it's a really good thing that Sharif Abdurrahim has established here, along with Coach. We're able to kind of put these guys in our system, and we're able to see this from a Sacramento Kings point of view. So even like the assignment of Royce White today, it's a great thing to not just see him get out there and maybe kind of get out there for the first time and try to get himself in some game shape, but also to see him playing in some of the sets that Coach Malone runs. So it's a great dynamic for us to have.
A Bighorn, I like my chances of getting called up.
Oh yeah, they have some guys. Like I said, Mo Charlo, he was an all-star. Really love to see him get caught up. He shows a great all-around game. He's a team player. He's not an eye guy. He's a team player, and that's what you need. There's some other guys too. And they will help. You see what Ray McCullum did, and I look at Ray McCullum as an inspiration for these guys. He can light it up.
Once again, 112-86, the final here in Reno. Bighorns gave it to the Stampede. It wasn't really close all game. That's Tyrion Rogers. I'm Mike Flanagan for KingScoop.com. Good night.
I think I play a pretty high basketball IQ type of game. Kind of pretty cerebral, I would say. And like I said, unselfish and look to pass first and get guys involved and get open shots. That's what I play for now. That brings me joy. So.